Blue carbon refers to the carbon that is sequestered and stored in coastal and marine ecosystems, particularly in mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marshes. These ecosystems play a crucial role in capturing and storing large amounts of carbon dioxide, CO2, from the atmosphere and ocean, helping mitigate climate change. The concept of blue carbon emphasizes the importance of preserving and restoring these coastal ecosystems as a nature-based solution for climate change mitigation. Here are key components of the concept of blue carbon and its role in climate change mitigation. Key components: coastal and marine ecosystems, mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marshes. Blue carbon ecosystems include mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marshes, vegetated coastal habitats found in intertidal zones. These ecosystems provide habitat for diverse marine life and contribute to coastal resilience. Carbon sequestration. Vegetation and sediments. Blue carbon ecosystems sequester and store carbon through the growth and accumulation of organic matter in both the above-ground vegetation and the underlying sediments. The carbon stored in these ecosystems can persist for long periods. Carbon stocks. Significant storage. Despite covering a relatively small percentage of the Earth's total land area, blue carbon ecosystems are estimated to store a disproportionately large amount of carbon. Mangroves, for example, are highly efficient carbon sinks. Colorado 2. Sequestration and removal. Role in mitigating climate change. Blue carbon ecosystems contribute to climate change mitigation by sequestering and removing carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. This helps reduce the concentration of greenhouse gases and mitigate the impacts of global warming. Biodiversity and habitat provision. Critical ecosystem services. In addition to their role in carbon sequestration, blue carbon ecosystems provide critical ecosystem services. They serve as nurseries for many marine species, contribute to fisheries, protect coastlines from erosion, and support biodiversity. Threats to blue carbon ecosystems. Human activities. Blue carbon ecosystems face threats from human activities, including coastal development, pollution, and unsustainable practices. When these ecosystems are degraded or destroyed, the stored carbon can be released back into the atmosphere. Role in climate change mitigation. Carbon sequestration. Efficient carbon sinks. Blue carbon ecosystems are highly efficient at sequestering carbon. Mangroves, seagrasses, and salt marshes capture and store carbon at rates that can exceed those of terrestrial forests. Long-term carbon storage. Persistent carbon stocks. The carbon stored in blue carbon ecosystems can remain in the sediments for extended periods, providing long-term carbon storage. Proper management and conservation efforts can help maintain these stocks. Avoidance of emissions. Preventing degradation. Protecting and restoring blue carbon ecosystems prevent the release of stored carbon into the atmosphere. Avoiding degradation and destruction of these ecosystems is crucial for avoiding emissions. Enhancing coastal resilience. Climate adaptation. Blue carbon ecosystems contribute to coastal resilience by providing natural barriers against storm surges, erosion, and sea level rise. This resilience is particularly important in the face of climate change impacts. Biodiversity conservation. Supporting marine life. Healthy blue carbon ecosystems support a rich diversity of marine life, contributing to the overall health of coastal ecosystems and fisheries. Biodiversity conservation is integral to ecosystem resilience and functioning. Integration into climate strategies. Policy and conservation initiatives. Blue carbon is increasingly recognized in international climate policies and conservation initiatives. Efforts are underway to integrate blue carbon into climate change mitigation and adaptation strategies. Community involvement and sustainable practices. Local engagement. Involving local communities in the conservation and sustainable management of blue carbon ecosystems is essential. Sustainable practices and community engagement contribute to the long-term success of blue carbon initiatives. In summary, blue carbon plays a significant role in climate change mitigation by sequestering and storing carbon, enhancing coastal resilience, and supporting biodiversity. Recognizing the value of blue carbon ecosystems and implementing conservation and restoration measures are critical components of global efforts to address climate change and promote sustainable coastal management.